Okay, we're back. We talked about all of you while we were gone, and I had a drink of water. Okay, so Russell there just brought up the issue is how to find the right people, and of course not bust the budget and or burn up your whole life looking for, strangers that are the right people, right? But the biggie is finding the right people. Okay, so now, who are the right people? And is it safe to say that even if you think someone's the right person, and maybe you've got a list or you know where to go, in this room, there's the room, and the room says right people, that even when you get in there, they're right for somebody, but not for you? Mm-hmm. I mean, because, you got something going on and they're just not into that. Okay? So there's no, well, actually there is an almost perfect source for the right people, and it takes enormous money to get to that list. And here's why. Back in a former business of ours, one of the ones that made us a lot of money, we were spending, when we would buy leads, we would do it in chunks, and anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500 a week is what we spent finding the right people. Because what you have to do is set up funnel pages, and you literally put people through, you cast a really wide net with one page that just kind of says, make money while you're sleeping or whatever. And then make money while you're sleeping, but it's going to cost you a little bit. And then maybe you're going to be awake for part of it, and it's going to cost you a little more than a little, and you just start setting up these filters that they have to get through until finally you're going to make money doing this specifically. And if you're into it and you've got all this, everything, then you're the right person, and then we'll work with you. Well, every one of those steps, if you're paying a company that's doing that, which is what we did, every step adds to the cost. All right, so after a while we figured out, hey, we can take care of some of those steps and save like $2,000 a week or something, Anyway, but yeah, finding the right people. And there's systems that help do that. But here's a thought. Let's pretend two things. Let's pretend that you are selling cigars. You decide you're going to sell cigars. So if you're selling cigars, would your market be non-smokers?
No.
The first thing they're going to ask you, is there tobacco in that? Or something, right? And now in the system that we found, and I'll tell you how we found it and what happened there, he uses an analogy that, let's say you're in a football game and now you need somebody that can kick a 50-yard field goal. So what do you want to do? Find somebody that doesn't play football in the first place, or find somebody who has a history of kicking 50-yard field goals? Right? That's what we're doing. And here's how it happened. A guy called me over a year and a half ago, and I know it was because we were not in Canaway then. And we got into Canaway in April of last year. And here it is, July of this year. And he talked to me before Canaway. And so in a brief conversation, I'm still not looking to do his business. He's in one where you'll see on the little preliminary video, if it's skincare, coffee, diet plans, toxin-free cleaners, they're all awesome. We buy some of those. But those, the saying is basically, those ships have already sailed. And we are personally looking to launch back into high 5-figure, low 6-figure, mid 6-figure, up into 7-figure monthly incomes. And Canaway is going to be a company that can do that for people sooner than before we die. Somebody could start in some other company in their like 20s maybe, you know, that because in one of Randy's talks, in fact, a lot of talks, he says, if you're going to pick a company and you're looking for a company to pick, first find one going in the direction you want to go, and it's going at the speed you want it to go at, and the biggie is it's still closer to its point of origin than its destination point. Well, the destination point in MLM land is to break $1 billion a year. Once a company's broken $1 billion a year, or even gets close to that, isn't the buzz kind of over? And they're growing fast because now they've got 2 and 3 million distributors. But when you jump in and you run around and you say, hey, I mean, imagine trying to join Amway now, right? That ship has already sailed, you know? So anyway, that's why we fell in love with Canaway and the product. We were literally led to the product first. But, so Canaway fits that. It's going fast, and it will go fast for probably 10, 20 years. You know, it's got that long to just... So, I told this guy I'm not going to join your business because we're in this one. And by the way, we'll be in Canada pretty soon. He's in Canada. And then I asked him, because I want to be able to reach out to him when we break into Canada, are you on Facebook? No, I'm not. I don't do social media stuff. He says, you know what? I just use the phone, period. Because I've had a lot of success with it. I like it. And so I don't mess with all that other stuff. Well, this keyed into my head some names and some systems that we've used in the past, all phone. And so he confirmed at least one of the sources that I know of that would let you do that. And it can be costly, but then he said to me, because I told him I wouldn't use one of his sources. He says, well, I've got this other source. It's a system, and you can actually get, wait for it. Who wants to read that out loud?
Experienced network marketers. For free.
For free. Experienced network marketers for free. But wait, there's more. Calling me. Now imagine, okay, so we don't lose track of the whole big picture. We can still go out and we can find our sick, hurting, needing help relatives, friends, and the people that fall down in the grocery store and you ask, what happened? Well, I have arthritis, and you help them with your CBD, right? We're not saying don't do that. But we are saying if you're looking to make an income, a growing, lasting income in Canaway, you need these people. The fact that we could get, in his words, literally an unlimited number for free, I'm like, how does that work?
How do they get my number?
And it could have paid you to say that too.
Nice.
Because that's part of the
You're just making money.
the whole training, yeah.
I've already seen this.
So, and you will get asked, how did you get my information? How did you, how does it all work, et cetera, which we'll cover here. How long have we gone now?
9.
9 minutes. Okay, we'll go a couple more. Does it make sense that if you want to build an income in network marketing, and specifically in Canaway, if you can get your hands on existing network marketers to talk to, And that's what I was saying. Now, can you be in a room full of people that fit the bill, but they're still not looking at your deal? Sure, you're going to have that. But if you do not have to get in your car, you do not have to go anywhere, you don't have to go out and experience the heat, you don't have to spend money on gas, you don't have to spend money on mailing, you don't have to spend hours and hours on social media trying to work. And by the way, in this system, they have the coolest Facebook messaging system I've ever seen. It literally takes you through copy and paste. You say a thing that's part of your dialogue, and depending on their answer, it says if they say this, copy this answer, pop it in there. If they say that, copy this answer and pop it in there instead. And just keep the dialogue going. These are the people that when you talk to them, the one thing you're never going to hear is, so is this one of those pyramid deals? Never going to come up because they're already in one or they've been in one. They're not going to, there's so many things they won't say, you know. But these are the people that will drive your business forward unless you get, I don't like the word lucky necessarily, but lucky enough to hit somebody in your world, right? In your sphere of influence that like can put out a little newsletter to their group and boom, 1,000 people show up. Or like Renita, physical trainer, she came, and by the way, I want to correct something I said on an earlier video and in a meeting. Renita did not make national director in her first 30 days. She made regional director in her first 30 days. So she went from 0 to 45,000 in volume in 30 days, which put her at 5,750 a month. And the reason I know that is because she just made national like last month, which is huge. Went from 57 to 9,300 a month from December till June, I think. Yeah, really. But why? Because her first meeting had 450 people show up. Okay, she's an existing, not a network she might even have been in network marketing, but she was an existing business entity that had a following, a big following. Well, if you find one of them, well, actually you need to find 2 of them, you know, then you're golden. Otherwise, you're going to have to get crafty and use tools and systems. So go ahead and we're going to stop this segment, then we'll start another one.